So hello guys, I just saw this news about Justice Alito of the Supreme Court, and his decision is in, and he's going to be staying for another term, and Trump is very happy about it, and it's an interesting news because this is a critical time for conservatism in America. This is a critical time for the Supreme Court. Uh, right now Trump is a little bit on the edge, and the conservatives are a little bit on the edge because some of their trusted allies in the courts, like Amy Coney Barrett, is not doing so well. She's not doing so well. She's been all over the place, with her decisions and even some of her comments lately. You begin to wonder whether she's kind of woke, a kind of hidden, closet liberal, and it's a little worrisome going to the midterms, going to the second half of Trump presidency. So this announcement by Alito that he's going to be staying for another term is really, really interesting. But on the other hand, I also feel like maybe someone like Alito uh, may need to step down so that Trump can have the opportunity to put in somebody as fresh, somebody that's young. But it's like a two-edged sword because it might not be so easy to get someone in the caliber of Alito. At least we have seen from some of the decisions that Trump made, especially Amy Coney Barrett, that it's a very dicey thing. I see it as a two-way thing because it can go either way. You know, Trump could put in somebody there, and it could turn out to be another Amy Coney Barrett. On the other hand, uh, leaving a little there, anything can happen in the future, and we don't want a situation where he'll be replaced by one crazy liberal out there. So it's a two-way thing, but it's an announcement that he has made. It's a choice that he has made, and Trump is kind of happy with it. This news is on Fox News, and I think there's an interview. Yeah, this Trump speaking on it. Let's see what Trump says about it. Okay.
Are you expecting to name another Supreme Court justice? The speculation is that Justice Alito will step down this summer.
Well, in many ways, I have to tell you, while it's an honor, I think he is one of the great justices of all time. So, it'd be nice to say, now I have somebody for 40 years. Justice Alito is an unbelievable justice and a brilliant justice. And he gets the country. He does what's right for the country. It's the law, and he goes by it as much as anybody. But he gets to the point that's good for our country. So, when you tell me that, one way you should be, oh, I'm thrilled. But he's so good.
But, I mean, if there is a vacancy, do you have a short list of people that you would name?
Yeah,
you do.
I do.
Do you expect that we will see change by year end?
You mean on the Supreme Court?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. I think Justice Alito is in very good physical health, as you mentioned his name.
Well, what about Clarence Thomas? I'm just thinking about the oldest Republicans.
Look, there's a theory. You reach a certain age and you give up your seat if you have the precedent. Well, look what happens to Justice Ginsburg. She was not exactly a young woman. The election was taken. They had a Democrat who could have appointed a liberal justice, and the liberals do stick together. There's one thing about those justices. They stick together like glue, not like the Republicans. But she decided that she was going to live forever, and about 2 minutes after the election, she went out, and I got to appoint somebody. So, you make the case that at a certain time, you give it up so that you can have a justice. The average is like 40 years. It's a long time. So that your ideology, your policies, your everything would be of the kind that we like. But it's probably not easy to give up for people, They reach a certain age. Ginsburg could not do it. And she really hurt herself within the Democrat Party. People are very angry at her because I got to appoint people instead of Biden.
So you don't know if you're going to be naming, putting another nomination forward. Okay, Mr. President, you've got a big meeting.
It's possible. In theory, it's 2 or 3, they tell me. If you just read statistics, it could be 2, could be 3, could be 1. I don't know. I'm prepared to do it, but when you mention Alito, he is a great justice.
If you listen to Trump, he's making the case that sometimes the justices just have to try to give up, even if they are not totally 100% ready to leave. But sometimes if they calculate the politics of it, they look out for the near future and say, okay, if I leave in a year or two, who is likely going to replace me? Is it going to be somebody that is totally different in ideology? Is going to undo some of the things I have done. And so sometimes the judges look at that, the justices look at that, and based on that, they can make a decision and say, okay, let me go out at this time so that another person in my mold, in my own kind of image, can replace me. So I think that's what Trump is talking about. So he has to look at that. The justices have to look at that. But it's a private thing, you know. There's a very big possibility that Trump might replace one or two of the judges there right now before the end of his term. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see what happens. But for now, Alito stays. But again, you can wake up tomorrow morning and he has changed his mind. So anything is possible. But the current news is that he's still there. He's going to stay for a while, maybe stay up till next term. And hopefully the GOP retains the Senate. And if the GOP retains the Senate, it means Trump still has another 2 years, in front of him to appoint, if something happens, to appoint a new justice to the court, or maybe even more than one justice to the court. And so we'll see how that pans out. Please subscribe to the channel. Let's see you on the comment section. Please like, subscribe, and support us for what we do. And we're going to keep bringing you prompt information, good information, and keep you abreast. God bless.